between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54. And we'll send you now to Miami.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy.
That's a real person.
The first Super Bowl of a new decade. Super Bowl 54 is underway.
He played with the Chargers, I believe.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, my broadcast up. Yes, up. Oh shoot, these colors slick look alike. Yeah, I already know, bro. I got to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29.
I'm
just
going
shy of
back
the 30.
to back.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come in.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Let's go. Blitz to safety.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a 2nd spin. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. This is Marshall. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He'll look to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swung it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they
I
always
won
talk
3
about
straight
winning
games. I wonder who I started my winning streak off against.
And how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
He didn't hear me well.
Getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you
Yeah,
think
he
they have
ain't
to
hear
take
me.
to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
I said if I won 3 straight games, I wonder who I started my winning streak off
Make
against.
5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for
They don't, but you just need really all you need is about 3 good ones and then like 275.
They have to feel pretty good about getting that type
Or
of
80.
gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Keenum. Got him in. He finds Sanders. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
With that type of force on contact, as an ex-DB, I expected the ball to come free. I really did. I thought that was going to be an incomplete pass. I've got to admire him catching it, taking the hit, and getting the first down.
Well, anytime on those crossing routes, middle third of the field, you know there's a possibility of a hit like that.
And just think, if you can
If
do
you
that
had
as a
who?
receiver, what that does for you and your quarterback's relationship, his confidence in him has got to be super high, and he'll look for him every time on those big third down plays.
They have a decent offensive line this year.
Third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Come on, London.
Third down, knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver.
Hey, D still woke?
On that play, it was batted down.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now Marshall.
We'll make sure you still woke.
He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm trying to finish this game as quick as possible. I got the 2 o'clock thing on.
He was planted in the backfield, probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led
Man,
to
come on, Odell.
2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield.
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's the lineman.
Brandon,
I
their
know he
last
can't
miss on
catch it.
3rd
That's
down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt.
I need it. I got him a fullback for blocking situations.
And
I ain't even think about no No tight end, but that's a good idea. I'll make sure I get one this offseason.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a first down throw. Keenan to the right side here. The tight end Thomas. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple.
If you ain't got fast corners, then you don't need to play up tight. Let's see.
Under pressure, and he'll go down.
My linebacker be coming, boy.
What ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
I said, the corners ain't like tall or like long or fast. See, I want to play up tight. I got those.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And we say it all the time.
See, like my smallest corner is Xavier Rose, 6'1", and then my credit dude, he like 6'2" or 6'3".
Best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack,
it's hard.
Almost discrediting their work.
And then I got to set up to like my dude. He be on the best receiver. And then Xavier Rose, he'll number 1 corner too.
60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to
I ain't think I'm gonna trade him to me.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Shaquille Barrett on the tackle.
What mess is that?
Hit her inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And here's Marshall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
So my safety's good enough. My safety's good enough to play over the top and help me. Only thing I have to worry about burning is deep. Other than that, I do. He's good on the island. I put him by himself.
And strike like that, have explosive plays. That's often the difference in winning and losing.
Get up. Dang, you're so tough.
Drive a team towards a victory.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing.
Oh, Von Miller quit hitting me like that.
It away, and now it's 3rd.
Not too many.
I would try and go get Von Miller, but he's like 31 years old.
But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Forced out to his left.
Come back.
It's caught at the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Antonio Brown.
I ain't gonna go down that much. He'll probably go down like 96.
And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case,
whose stadium are we in?
Offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
No, it's in Atlanta Stadium.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
It might be Seattle.
This is fielded at the goal line. Spinning away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver
that might be in D Stadium. Or I might be in Miami.
Down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically.
Oh no, I was in Atlanta Stadium last year.
25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum.
Oh, good. Play action.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
What, just loaded it up or something?
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw on second down is Keenum. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
My uncle might get back on because he just advanced the week on my the man companion app.
They go play
so he might be watching.
On first down. Rush coming and he's taken down. J.M. Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield.
Dang, I might 3-peat and I might do it in the stadium.
Goes to Ware on the screen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a
so what is it after this year?
On the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen.
Come on, bro. Come on now.
Loss of yardage.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 minutes to go here.
He threw both. He stiff on both of them.
At the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Keep it up and goes on. Keep it up and goes on.
A shotgun snap for King.
Go get it.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling.
All right, drop back and goes on.
You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency.
Why is he jumping, stupid?
Only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Keenum.
Ah, I read that bull crap.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run with Marshall. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the
I love my defense, but my defense is just fire.
Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball,
and we young, bro.
Really nice run.
Luke Kuechly, the oldest person on my defense. Him and Xavier Rowe, and they 29.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Leopard! All right, now look at 56.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Brown.
That's important to have 3 good receivers, bro. They can't cover all 3 of them. You man up on here, I got Brian and OBJ. You worry about OBJ and Brian, and I got Hill.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Come on now. Come on, kid.
Well.
You got to catch that.
Another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets it all the way down inside.
That's the way to block, AB. Since you want to block so good, we're going to reward you with a touchdown.
All they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll set up to throw.
I did not try and throw it at him.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought
I meant to hit all one. I don't know why I hit square.
This first half of action. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
I think I can get back in that hole quick enough.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Shoot the clock, baby.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure. And come away with nothing. That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Of course we will.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure.
My left tackle back and funny sometimes,
in this case,
bro.
though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. He'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh,
Steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dang, I just gave up at least 3 points.
In there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It's your choice not to use me in this situation.
Oh, number 92. You let that man pancake you like that, and he rolled on top of it.
They just want to take care of the football.
Number 92.
And go at it that way. So
you gotta get him back, bro. You gotta get him back.
To take care of the ball himself.
Now Keenum throwing on second.
Oh, come on. Quintavious?
He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down.
My defense too good, bro. We don't play them games. When we healthy, bro, I got the best defense in the league.
Yeah. They got you the football, gave you great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
That hurt me talking that smack. That's what I get.
For 6, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So out now come the Cardinals. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Under pressure, they got him again. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Cardinals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking that
Ware gets hit and the ball is loose.
Come on, man.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball.
Man, gotta fix that now.
People are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, this is
cheating now. Ruben Foster, he sidestepped Ruben Foster.
Midfield all the way to the 49. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
D.
Read a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some
hey, get your notepad out so you can see what it look like. They get to a Super Bowl, because it's the only time you ever see what it look like.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's what we blitz, baby.
Coming hard on the blitz, he dumps him for a loss of 8. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people.
But Xavier Rhodes is fire.
No less than a one-on-one situation.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked
pick a
away.
side. It
And
don't matter. You're not doing that on that
Just
side.
another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it,
So what
you
now?
know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
It depends on how far they is. Great, Xavier. You should know her bragging on you. You done got burnt.
He's gonna get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Yeah, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far. The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start. Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They'll run down with Ware. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here I come.
To the second half, and this offense is not scoring a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
She was like, when you man blitz, bro, he ain't got time to look downstairs. He got to go underneath.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And McManus able to put it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of
Marshall trying to get him a contact, boy.
28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going.
Yeah, I'm over here. About to say hi. He's about to double tap.
Business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
You want me to try and triple tap and see what it do?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away.
I know it was 3rd down.
That brings up 4th.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game. How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when he left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. He's got it. This is Ware. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now Keenum. His throw.
I had him in the right spot. He ain't even jump, bro.
For 24 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They run it here. Ware into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Spencer Ware taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense.
Bro, did you see that juke move?
How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle of Beckham. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Oh, or they're going to hurt his butt.
This is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll look to throw. He may try, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that
was my defense clutch.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it'll come back at you a long way.
And he'll take it back to about
tackle inside the
20-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive,
I got to stick to what got me here, bring that person.
They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because
that
drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays
put on
by the
the sideline.
defense to knock the ball away.
Encroachment, defense.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you still last year with me
And a
anyway,
movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there.
Face mask?
Out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
He moved. Thank you.
By one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line.
D, what you laughing at?
He'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
You freaking nigga.
Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? McManus's point after is good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And that's complete to Jesse James. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. Twisting away. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. And for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
I lost the game. I lost the game.
Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your...
I threw it behind him a little bit. I ain't lead him enough. He was open. I was trying to throw it up in here. He was breaking open. I was trying to throw it where the A was, bro.
You'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Down to a knee here. The defense.
Man, the freaking safety, bro.
Timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And